Hey y'all, welcome to my mad scientist study. Rosemary. I just love smelling rosemary. It's so grounding. That's what we're talking about today. Grounding and root fertilizing. How do you do that? How do we do that? If y'all are just popping on here from the metaverse, my name is Aviva. I am a truth seeker. I have been studying body awareness for over 20 years, and I love sharing things. I experimented with qigong tai chi when I was as young as 5 years old that I can remember, trying to move the energy through my body, playing with it. Started my formal training about 20 years ago. So here we are together exploring our chi. I still have so much to learn. That's what's so beautiful about it. So I appreciate y'all being here with me, learning from me, allowing me to guide you. And today the theme is being really aware of the opportunity that we have every single day to fertilize our roots. I mean, I had to move my gardenia that I've had for over 7 or 8 years because of some painting going on here, and she got traumatized. So I brought a picture of her to the garden store, and they recommended that, they said they could tell the roots had some kind of an issue. So they recommended a certain root fertilizer that I mixed in with some brand new soil and root fertilizer. And, that is, sometimes we forget that there are tools that we can access that can fertilize our roots. And what does that mean energetically? What does that mean to restart, to recharge your roots? What kind of fertilization do you deserve? And is your soil breathing? Root fertilization is not enough. Do you need to get yourself in some healthier soil? Do you need to move? Do you need to get a better environment with less toxin? Do you need to remove the toxins from your environment? Do you need to scrub the pot and sterilize it because it has some kind of a bad juju on it? These are all very important questions when it comes to allowing your roots to be as healthy as they can be. And when your roots are healthy, when you put the root fertilizer around it, your roots will drink up those minerals. It will reach for them and grow. But if you don't feel any nourishment around you, root-wise, then you might give up. You might feel hopeless, like, well, what's there to reach for? I'll just let my roots die, no big deal. Like, shame is the opposite of a root fertilizer. Shame causes a contractive, energetic movement. Fear causes you to contract. Depression causes you to contract. But joy and peace and gratitude and love. Hi, Amanda, by the way. Love. These cause your roots to reach out and say, hey, Jabri, and say, yes, feed me life energy. I'm ready. That's what is one of the main things I want to get across to you in this class, is that we're always eating energy. And if we're not, then we're dying. Because we're always at least cycling and moving energy through us. Otherwise, we have no energy to live. And so, what is blocked in our roots? Are we root bound? Are our feet's going like this? Feet. I always had a nest of feet. But it's, one of those weird things in the English language. Like sometimes you add an S for plural and sometimes you don't. At least I don't say foots. Oh my gosh, I just snorted. So when we eat root vegetables, that's one way to get in touch with the root energy. Garlic, beets, onions, radishes. Oh, it was so funny. I had an epic amount of radishes yesterday. Like, I don't think I've ever ate so many radishes in my life. I was just craving them. And then I jump on my ASMR channel this morning to see like if I have any notifications. And literally someone named Radish just subscribed to my channel. I mean, if that's not synchronicity. I really think a lot of us feel unhealthy when our roots aren't being fertilized. And I think it's easy for our roots to feel a lack of fertilization when we put ourselves in these mental prisons of limitations. Because then we're like putting our roots in a prison and we're like, no, you can't connect with the outside world. You can't get the help you need. You aren't going to get the nourishment you need. You're just sick and hopeless. You know, so many people think they have to hide to protect themselves, and I get it. It's a dog eat dog world. Survival is a big thing, right? But I think you have to be willing to take a little bit of risk and switch out your soil and try something new and let those roots expand. Let them fertilize. Let them grow. You don't have to have the same roots as your parents. I mean, you do. You come from the same place, but you can also grow your own new roots because even your parents, even your grandparents might have been root bound. Even your great, 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 great grandparents might have been root bound and not reaching far enough for the root fertilization they need. And they'll be so happy for you to do that, for you to reach out for them because they're still connected to you. You can unbound yourself and in the process unbound all your ancestors as you find the root fertilization that you need. So we are definitely doing a foot massage today, Jabri, because this is a very foot-centered class because our feet are essentially roots. But so are our kidneys. Our kidneys in Chinese medicine are stoking our fire of life. They are the ancestors sitting around the fire, the campfire, and finding the wood to keep it going. And from that fuel of fire, you can reach down through your legs, release the tension in your buttocks, release the tension in your calves and your thighs and your ankles, and go further down into your roots so that you can help maintain the fire instead of allowing it to consume you. You're consuming it. So, what are your intentions today? My name is Aviva, and my intention is to be here for all of you today and get some root fertilizer moving in our homes, in our soils. You know, that's the issue, is that so many of us live in apartments and neighborhoods where it's just all lawns and unnatural landscaping and non-native plants, and all this stuff disconnects us from our roots instead of fertilizes them. So we have to be very wary and protective of our space so we don't give in to what kills our spirit. So we hold tight to the knowledge of what's deeper and what really cares for us. Sometimes we need to be leaders and world changers, and sometimes we just need to go live in the woods and just be alone. Whatever works for you. You can create the world that nurtures you, because the natural world does. So Bree's intention is to be here with you today and get some root, like you said. And I'd like some attention to my whole body. It's WHOLE, down to my feet. And I will be traveling out of town to North Carolina. What part? That sounds fun. I'm drinking ashwagandha maca tea. And you know what's interesting? Is maca is a root. And it's very earthy. But for some reason, I never noticed this until I mixed it with ashwagandha. It tastes like matzah. And it sounds like matzah. Maca, matzah. I think that's funny. It totally tastes like plain, dry, crunchy matzah. I swear to God. There's a beach in North Carolina? Oh my goodness. I've never been to a North Carolina beach. I know that Myrtle Beach is in South Carolina, right? You know, they say putting rosemary in your socks does something special. Rosemary on your feet. Any other intentions? All right, one more minute waiting for intentions, and then we're going to jump into some root fertilization today. Lots of kidney stuff. Kidneys. And you know what? I really think as above, so below. We are going to start with a head massage. Because especially when you have locks, you realize that there are roots coming out of your head. And you know, standing on your head is very good for you. So, get ready. Get some castor oil if you want to get greasy up there and stimulate your hair follicles. And we are just going to start by doing some brain tickling. And just really find every corner of your scalp to give attention to. Spread out your hair if you've got a lot. And get in there. Get into all the spots. Starting at the top of your head. And then going to the back. Where the skull meets the neck. And everywhere in between. We're going to do a nice 5-minute at least scalp massage. Pressing in and just moving the energy. Rubbing and circling the fingers. Your brain deserves that stimulation because you get root bound in your skull. The network gets shut off. Feels indulgent, doesn't it? Well, when you pot a plant, it really is good to massage the roots first, open them up, stimulate them, because that helps them to receive more nourishment. The same thing with your heads, people. Like, make sure every single part of your skull has been touched in this massage. Don't miss a spot. And you can rub it. You can just kind of like tickle it. And you can press in a little bit if it's comfortable, but not too hard. I'm just barely touching it. I mean, it feels like I'm just rubbing a rock, but it still feels like a massage. It feels so good. All right, we got about 3 more minutes of this brain stimulation, which is also root fertilization. Mm. Get in there, people. Massage your heads. Sometimes you find an acupressure point and you just got to stay there. All right, about 1 more minute. 30 more seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. All right, let's get behind those ears. And pull the lobes down. And up. And then there's this little, like, knob in here. Push that forward. You're not like in your ear. It's just like the outside of the ear has this little flap. And you're pushing that forward. And then just massage your ear. Open up your ear roots. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Let's do a little neck stretch. So we're going to start by putting our hands on top of the back of our heads and just breathe in and fall forward. And forward. Back and forth. Do little circles with it. And the other way. All right, now we're going to turn to the right and lift the right shoulder up. And then breathe out, coming forward. Other side. Whichever was easier, do that 5 times in a row. And the other side 3 times. Now we're gonna tick-tock the ear down, squeeze the shoulder up. Breathe out, come up. And the other side. Whichever was easier, do that 5 times. And the other side. All right. All right, let's do tapping on our faces, opening up the eyebrows. Oh, yeah. So imagine that like your whole face is one big root ball also. And you're opening up where it might be bound, where it might not be reaching out and absorbing the good energy that's around you, but closing itself off and numbing itself. So open up those numb spots into non-numb spots. That feels so good. Do some chewing. Open and close. All right, now we're going to massage our feet. Yay! Rotate each toe a few times in each direction, and then pull the toe away from your foot. Rotate your whole ankle in both directions. Bring the toes back and rub the bottom of your feet. And then rub between your toes. And notice if your feet are resisting in any way, if your toes are like hiding, you know, like almost like a turtle going in its shell. Notice if your feet are just not expanding, and find those parts of your feet that are tucking and see if you can gently just encourage them to expand. Because when your feet expand, your roots expand, and your roots need to expand to suck the nutrition that it needs and from that good soil. So I think we might need to add that to every foot massage we do, is when the part when we go in between the toes, like right now, also take a moment and massage up the toes and encourage them to reach more. Pull them out of their shells. Okay, now we're going to find a point on the foot, an acupressure point, anywhere on the foot that really feels like it's holding some energy. And by pressing into that, we're going to find a way to release the energy. So press as hard as is comfortable for you for 20 seconds. Wow, I've done 20 seconds, but I feel like I want to go a little longer. So you all can keep on holding that point, or you can find another one. I feel like the energy is extracting. The root knot is untying. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my God, that was so intense. All right, rub around your ankle. Your ankle even looks like a knot on a trunk of a tree, doesn't it? That's what it's like. I want you to think so lovingly of your ankle right now. It's just like the beautiful bottom of a tree, isn't it? And you know, a lot of people think that their feet are ugly. I really want you to find beauty in your feet. I want you to think about your feet being your roots, stabilizing you. Doesn't matter what they look like roots are underground, but when you see the roots above ground of trees, don't you think they're so pretty, especially on riverbanks? So massage that ankle like it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. And then tap. Oh, why did that hurt? I must have banged. I'm constantly banging into stuff, doing manual labor. Up and down. I mean, I know it's longer than usual, but that's the whole theme of the class, root stimulation. So we're going to stimulate our legs a lot longer than usual. We're going to get that energy moving. So many of us have stuck energy in our legs from sitting all day. And brush. Now we're going to give the knees an extra rub. So isn't that so cool that our knees look like little balls on trees too? Trees are like people and people are like trees. And the other way. Don't stop until you feel like your knee is the most beautiful knee in the whole world. Do you feel that the roots of your knees are starting to open up and be fertilized by the love? All right, we are going to do our acupressure points that we always do for our spleens, our kidneys, our livers, and all that jazz. The first one is under the knee on the inside of the leg, about 2 or 3 fingers down, and you're going to find that point and give it some pressure and massage. Or just hold it for 20 seconds. Amanda, loving your legs. All right, let's rub around that area. Now on the outside of the leg, above the knee, you are going to find a point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold that for 20 seconds. Oh, Jabri double-legged you. How decadent is this leg foot massage, huh? I don't think you were there the day that Amanda came, Jebri. All right. Now we're going to tap up and down. We're doing some extra love, people. Can you believe it? You are getting so massaged. Your roots are getting so stimulated because they're being fertilized. We're getting out the stuff that don't belong, the buggers that try to eat your sap. No more. No more sappers. You deserve the energy for you. And brush. Brush. Before we go to the other leg, after we brush 1,000 more times, because this is all about the legs today, they don't get enough attention, but that's okay. They're underground in the root world. Oh my goodness. My kitty cat was so good to me today because I was up till like 4 or 5 editing videos. Because when I get in the zone, I get in the zone. So she let me sleep until like 10:30 or 11, which is like really late for her to eat. But I'm still a little sleepy. I'm a little sleepy. Gotta go to bed early tonight so I can self-regulate without a fight. Give yourself a little massage on the sides of your knees, like not completely behind the knee, the knee, but like a little bit under the sides. But it's not good to massage behind the kneecap. I'm just massaging behind the knee muscles. It just feels so good. It's where a lot of energy gets trapped in the knees, and it can cause like your knees to like crack and pop in weird ways if you don't massage these muscles and loosen up those root bounds of the knee joint, of the knee tendons. Be tender with your tendons. Was that a fairy that flew after the heart? Oh, it was a party. Oh my gosh. Yeah, gently get up attention. It feels so good. Oh my God, I need ashwagandha to balance out this whatever. Mm. All right, tap up and down. Maybe after this class, I'll be so root fertilized that my Sunday songwritings will snap back to life because they'll feel that nourishment. Nourishment. All right, brush. I'm having so much fun though with the kitty cat shorts and the hemp revival shorts. It's hard to find time for everything. That's why I gotta stay up till 5 in the morning. Okay, now before we go to the other foot, I want y'all to be aware that right here in the crease of your hip, there's a lymph node right there. So I want you to press into that and stimulate some blood flow to really nourish the connection of your roots to your torso. Right? Five more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Other foot, other leg. All right, beautiful people. We are going to rotate your toes a few times in each direction and pull the toe away from the foot. Do you hear that cracking? Rotate the whole ankle. In both directions a few times. Then pull the toes back and rub the bottom of the feet. Okay, now rub between the toes. And just like with the other foot, besides just rubbing through the toes, we're going to take some time and expand the toes because they might be curled under, they might be blocked and not reaching and expanding. So we're just going to take a good while and find the points that are like a turtle hiding in its shell. Like your toes, you can feel energetically if they're pulling back or if they're like, just wonky. And just get in there into the nitty gritty and find where it's hiding and try to pull it out of its hiding place and get it to expand. And you can almost feel the numbness of the different areas of your feet that are hiding or curling under or back. Some people's toes are just curled because they've gotten so used to hiding and not expanding. So it takes a lot to kind of like work them out and massage them the other way so that the roots aren't, like an ingrown hair in a way. They're not growing into themselves, but they're expanding out. And your feet are those roots. So yep. And don't put too much pressure, but just kind of ease them out like that. Ease them out from their hiding place. I'm multitasking. Because it's like nitty gritty, like I'm like wiggling my toe to kind of unravel it because it really feels like I'm unknotting years and years of just tangles. And I'm getting hungry. I've not eaten yet. I did not realize my pinky toe was so curly. It's like curly down and around. It's subtle, but I'm uncurling. I'm straightening. I'm using a brush. And it feels freaking amazing. Are you all finding your spots on your toes that are curling? Does anyone have perfectly expand toes out there that aren't curled at all? That'd be super impressive. Man, this is a fun class. You were right, Jabri. This is a good class. This is epic. This is probably the most epic class anyone's ever done on feet and legs, massaging your own feet and legs. I'm going to add that to the description right now before I forget. I have to remember what I said though. Oh my God, I found another knot. We are getting all the knots out. Most epic class ever on foot self massage. It is. Yes. Should I add indulgent? Is this indulgent? Indulgent in a good way. Oh, wow. You know, I know it's just seems like a physical thing. It's just your feet getting an amazing massage and unraveling, but I'm telling you, it will affect your whole entire day, your whole entire life, because you're telling the world, feed me the nourishment that my roots need to expand, to ground me, to support me, to anchor me to this world so I can really fulfill my purpose and do amazing things and succeed at them. Get it, get it, get it, get your feet to relax. Do it, do it, do it. The song just came out of my middle toe on my right foot. I have a lot of music in there, I can feel it. Oh, here comes the angst, right? Gotta let it flow. It hides in our muscles and causes tension. Yes, yes, yes. Just a couple more minutes on unraveling our little stubborn toes that are being root locked and root bound by our shoes. How dare they be so rude? Hmm. Are you feeling nourished already? Getting out the gunk at the end of your roots that were stopping the nourishment from coming in? Yeah, boy. Yeah, girl. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. Now, I don't know about you, but the absolute most complicated toe on my foot is the big toe. Although it is a close second with my pinky. But man, the big toe could probably get a 10-hour massage, like surgery. I think we should perform surgery on ourselves more often. I mean, you could be watching a movie and do, energetic surgery on yourself with your big toe for the whole hour and a half just on your big toe. Why not? And honestly, if you have like cracking feet and like numbness, I think that's a pretty good sign that they're not reaching out. Like there's not enough energy there. So it's creating this numb spot where fungus can grow. A lot of people have foot issues, especially over the age of 50. Just, I think, probably because they're root bound. Don't have to be root bound. I'm getting out the root that's stuck like a ingrown hair at the outside of my big toe. Oh, oh, oh. I'm sorry, but this big toe deserves at least 5 more minutes. Are you with me? And you could be gentle. Like, it's not like about like squeezing, massaging. It's about like, okay, let me go down the side, nice and easy. Find like little tiny areas that need little tiny openings. It's like intense. It's like you have a little tiny needle going in there energetically. It's like an intense surgery, I think. Unbinding the energetic knots. It can be boring. That's why I say, yeah, watch a movie. Meow. Watch a movie as you do it. Why not? Ooh, I think I got past the numbness. I screwed into it with my finger and I got past it. Feels so good. Oh my God. Oh, you all have to tell me. That'd be so cool. Like if any of you have like a dry area on your foot, like what is it called? Or like a bunion. Well, that's intense. Bunions are intense. Tell me if you get rid of it with your massage. I feel like I'm getting rid of a big numb spot. You can feel when areas get unnumb. It's amazing. Do y'all know about numb spots in your body? All right, just a couple more minutes. See if the rosemary helps too. Don't give up. You know, I think a lot of people just give up on their feet, on their roots. They think, oh, that's just too painful. Just be gentle, be slow. Just like, you know, I think it's trauma. You know, a lot of people who have been through trauma, let's say intimate trauma, it actually hurts their body to be hugged. And I think a massage can hurt different areas of your body when they are storing that trauma. And so that's why you give up on that area, like, oh, it'll never feel good. But the way you do it is just slow and easy and gentle and no rush. There's no rush. You could take forever. And you can touch your toes so gently. And if it starts to hurt, just find another gentle area. You know, I think it's just that rushing mentality where you think things have to be done quickly that causes you to give up. But when you realize, oh, I have as much time as I need, there's no rush, then I think you're kinder to yourself and more loving. All right. All right, so now we're going to find a point anywhere on the foot or toes. That's going to be your acupressure point that you hold for 20 seconds to release the energy that might be blocked by the bound roots and everything else. All right, now we're going to enjoy our beautiful ankles. Aren't they so beautiful? Look at your beautiful ankle. It's like the trunk of a tree. And then we're going to tap up and down. And brush. 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 All right, it's knee time. Take your time. Connect with your knees. Connect with this knee. Nice and easily. I just want to say that you totally rock for donating. I appreciate you. If you can. You freaking rock. You are amazing. I also have a hemp donation fund for the hemp activism I'm doing right there. All right. Give that knee some love. It deserves your hug. It deserves to feel beautiful and snug. I'm writing a lot of songs in this one. Do 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 do. All right, tapping time. Find areas on the legs that need tapping, that need release, that need expansion. I can't believe we've almost done like a whole hour on just our legs, but that's what this is about. It's epic, man. We're getting our roots to function like they've never functioned before. And I want to hear about it. I want to hear the results. I want to hear about your expansion on Monday when you come back for class at 11:30. I want to hear all about your expanded weekend from your leg release. Let's get the massage in before we do the acupressure points on the sides of our knees. Little squeeze on the sides of our knees. A little squeeze on the sides of our knees. A little squeeze on the sides of our knees. A little squeeze on the sides of our knees. On the sides of our knees. We are doing a squeeze. A little squeeze on the sides of our knees. On the sides of our knees. We're doing a squeeze. A little squeeze on the sides of our knees. You found the sore spot. You found the stuck spot. And now you give a little squeeze to make it stop. To make it pop out. Found a little sore spot. Found it, yeah. Found the sore spot on the side of our knee. Yeah, it's good to get the roots to flow and open up. Please send love to my gardenia bush. I hope the roots heal from the root fertilizer. So metaphorical, eh? Okay, let's find the point on the inside of the leg. Below the knee, 2 or 3 down below. And hold that for 20 seconds. And then above the knee, 5 fingers above, hold that, 20 seconds. More tapping. All right, that spot on the right side now, your lymph node right there. Press into that for 20 seconds, just at that crease. Be careful not to press too hard. Might be easier while you're sitting. Wow, this whole class was one big foot massage. All right, But we're going to stand up now and do some kidney stuff. We're going to walk like a bear. We're going to step forward. And bring the right forward, and then the left, and then the right. And then step the left, and bring the left forward. Oh my gosh. Yawn. And then the right, and then the left. Okay? So it's, you can do the sound of that, CHOO. Exploring the roots, the kidneys. Feel the expansion of the toes, the newly expanded toes as you walk around. Try to get the knot out. Oh my goodness. Telling you, don't just get 5 hours sleep. Something about this really unravels my upper back. It's so cool. Just a couple more minutes. And dealing with root issues actually deals with fear issues too. So if people have fear of the unknown or the known, all right, the next movement for the kidneys is you step forward and then you reach up with both arms and then you come down to the left. And then you drop down on the heel. Moving the boulders out of your way, out of your roots. Hi, kitty. Can I say hi to everyone? You love this energy, huh? Oh, yeah? I don't know if you want me to pick you up or no, you don't. Ooh, I'm really undoing the knots of my shoulders. That felt so good. Moving the obstacles out of your way. Ooh, thanks for the thumbs up. Just like 4 more minutes of class so we could do our full hour and a half. Unraveling the roots. This is for the kidneys. It's the bear energy. The bear energy is very courageous. The kidneys are connected to our roots. Key cat. Kitty cat, I'm teaching. Kitty cat might be my grandma. She might be my roots. Hey, kitty cat, you know what? I'm gonna give you chicken soon. You ready for your chicken? Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for your donations. I appreciate it so much. I just posted a link to the donations. If you find value in this and you want to reciprocate, it just keeps it going. It just keeps me going. And it's good for my roots. It's root fertilizer. Thank you for your root fertilizer for me in exchange for my root fertilizer for you. And just sharing this video and subscribing is a good way to fertilize my roots too. Let's do one more. Do a couple of chi walking movements. And for the last minute, we are going to add a mudra for our roots. This is the root mudra. Pinky to ring finger to thumb. And this is like your roots hanging down and walking. Kitty cat says, I love you all. Kitty cat says, meow. Meow. Look, it's class time. Who's that? It's a pretty kitty. Look at her face. She's like, is that me? Jabri says he loves you. Jabri just said he loves you. You're so loved, baby. You're so loved. And Amanda says kitty in the box. Amanda says kitty in the box. You want to try to do chi walking with me? You like that? You want to try it? Go down and try it. Okay, last couple. What an epic freaking class. I cannot wait to hear how your weekends are. I know they're going to be amazing. I know you're going to absorb all this nutrition through your roots. That's money. That's groundedness. That's connection, relationship, family healing, success, expansion. Your life is expanding. How could it not after you gave all that attention and fertilization to your roots? Let's feel our gratitude. I still have rosemary in between my toes. It didn't go away with all that chi walking and exercising. I love it. Oh, thank you, Z, and thanks for all your encouragement that I could be a cat mommy when I didn't think I had time or that I could deal with the allergies. But here we are. Here we are getting so much nourishment from the ancestral kitty cat world through our expanded roots. Love to you all. Thank you so much again for the 2,500 subs and celebrating with me last Sunday. Um, Next celebration, 3,500. So can't wait. See you Monday, 11:30, or at Golden Drops in Atlanta, Georgia, 3 to 5, Saturday.